You don't need to be ready, you just need to begin. Think about it. How many dreams have died waiting for the perfect time? How many lives have gone unlived because someone was waiting to feel ready, to feel prepared, to feel confident? Here's the truth. The moment you begin, even unprepared, you're already ahead of everyone still waiting. Today, we're going to dive deep into one idea that can change your entire life, starting before you're ready, because readiness is a myth. Growth comes only after you leap. Welcome to the Rise series. We grow up being taught to wait. Wait until you're qualified. Wait until you've got the degree. Wait until you've saved enough money. Wait until you're sure. But waiting is a trap. If you examine anyone who's ever accomplished something extraordinary, you'll see a pattern. They weren't ready. They just started. When Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak built Apple, they didn't have an office, business plan, or investors. They had a garage. They had more doubt than certainty. But they began. When Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, she didn't have a manual on how to spark a civil rights movement. She acted in the moment. She began. When Malala Yousafzai spoke up for education, she was a young girl with no platform, no army behind her. She had only her voice, but she used it. She began. The myth of readiness is dangerous because it makes you believe that confidence comes before action. But here's the reality. Confidence is built through action. You don't feel brave first, and then take the leap. You leap, and then courage grows. Why do so many of us hesitate? Fear. Fear of failing. Fear of judgment. Fear of looking foolish. And sometimes, fear of success itself. We tell ourselves stories. I'll start the business once I have more experience. I'll write the book once I know it'll sell. I'll go to the gym when I feel fitter. But these are excuses dressed as logic. They make us feel safe, while secretly robbing us of time. Time is the one thing you will never get back. You can recover money. You can rebuild relationships. But you will never recover wasted years spent waiting for courage to show up. The act of beginning changes everything. The moment you take your first step, momentum begins to build. The moment you make a call, send the email, post the idea, your brain shifts from theory to practice. The moment you move, life starts moving with you. Think about a rocket launch. Do you know how much fuel is used just to lift off the ground? Almost 80% of it. Once the rocket breaks through the atmosphere, it uses far less. The hardest part is the beginning. That's life too. The beginning feels heavy. Every doubt, every fear, every insecurity weighs on you. But once you push through, things get easier. Not because life gets lighter, but because you get stronger. Elon Musk had no experience in rockets or space engineering when he started SpaceX. Experts laughed at him. His first 3 launches failed. He nearly went bankrupt. But he didn't wait until he was ready. He began, and on the 4th launch, SpaceX made history. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, had no background in fashion or retail. She sold fax machines door to door. She didn't know how to design, manufacture, or distribute clothing. But she believed in her idea. She cut the feet off pantyhose, created a prototype, and started. Today, she's one of the youngest self-made female billionaires in history. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. He didn't wait until he was free to start building change. Even in confinement, he began preparing, planning, and uniting. When he walked free, he was already the leader his nation needed. Each of these people had reasons to wait, but they didn't. They began, and the world was changed because of it. So how do you start before you're ready? 1. Lower the bar. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Just take the smallest step. Send the email. Write 1 paragraph. Walk for 5 minutes. Small beginnings lead to massive growth. 2. Detach from outcome. If you wait until success is guaranteed, you'll never start. Begin without the need to be perfect. Let the first draft be messy. The first try fail. Just start. 3. Embrace embarrassment. People might laugh. People might doubt you. That's fine. Embarrassment is proof you're moving forward. 4. Use deadlines. Give yourself a date and stick to it. Not when you feel ready, not when the stars align. A deadline forces movement. 5. Anchor yourself in purpose. Remind yourself why you want to start. When the why is strong, the how reveals itself. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. What would hurt more? Failing after trying, or never knowing what could have been? Regret is heavier than failure. Regret lingers. Regret whispers, "What if?" Failure, on the other hand, teaches. Failure strengthens. Failure gives you another chance. The cost of waiting is the life unlived. Don't let fear of imperfection steal years from you. So here's the challenge. What have you been putting off because you don't feel ready? That business idea? That book? That YouTube channel? Conversation you've been afraid to have? Start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Take one step, no matter how small, and watch what happens. Remember this. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing to move forward despite the fear. In every great life, every extraordinary achievement, every unforgettable story began with one decision: the courage to begin. This is the Rise series. This is your moment to rise.